first of all we are going to be see what is the basic structure of phase diagram, in which two y-axes are generally used to draw, because that type of diagram we called as a binary diagram, binary phase diagram. That's why two y-axis used for giving the temperature, and one x-axis for the composition, weight composition of metal A or metal B. Then there are different type of phase diagrams are there. First phase diagram we are going to be learn is that isomorphous system. The isomorphous system is also called as homogeneous solution system, in which we can prepare the homogeneous type of equilibrium type of solutions. So as shown in the diagram, we can also observe that metal A and B having the melting temperature at metal point C and D. When we melt the metal A and B and allow to mix with each other for formation of a solid solution, the metal A melting temperature is low, metal B melting temperature is high, but the slight difference is there. When we mix the metal A with metal B at molten stage, the metal A absorb the higher temperature and metal B dissipate its temperature to metal A, due to which a equilibrium get formed at a certain point, at point 3, and we will get a liquid plus solid solution. And below the point 3 we will get a point 4, at which the complete solidification gets started, and at point 5 we will get complete solid solution. But at C, at point 2, the liquid plus solid is occurred, but the liquid quantity is more. At point 1, the complete liquid is occurred due to it, that point is lies above the point C and D, the melting point of metal A and B. So the CD graph we call it as a liquidus, and DC graph we usually used to call it as a solidus. So the below region of solidus we call it as a solid, and the above region of the CD graph is called as a liquidus. So when we need to calculate the amount of liquid, we can easily, when divide arm with equilibrium line, so we can call it as a MN line. So when we need to calculate the amount of liquid, we can write down it as a length of 3N upon length of Mn, and we want to calculate about amount of liquid, amount of liquid, then we will need to calculate with the help of length M3 upon length Mn. Now the eutectic system. The eutectic system, in which the complete solubility in liquid state is occurred, but the incomplete solubility in solid state is occurred. But in case of isomorphous system, the same thing is reversed, where the complete solubility in liquid state is occurred, but the complete solubility in solid state is also occurred in isomorphous system case. But eutectic system has a different case over there. So in eutectic system, metal A and B is selecting over here. Metal A having a melting temperature point C, metal B having a melting temperature point G. If we allow to melt metal A up to point C and metal B allowed at point G, and allow both of the metal to mix at a point E, then we'll get a equilibrium solution out of it. At this equilibrium solution, simultaneously we will get A plus liquid and B plus liquid. And when we allow to cool down this A plus liquid and B plus liquid, then we will get A plus eutectide and B plus eutectide. So ultimately, finally, we will get A plus B eutectic solution. So this is all about the eutectic system. Now the Euler's rule. The Euler's rule is used to calculate the amount of liquid and amount of solid when we mix the metal A and B in isomorphous system. So how will it get calculated? Let us consider Z be the composition of alloy, T be the temperature at which composition of alloy is occurred, S be the amount of solid, L be the amount of liquid. Total amount is assumed to be 1. At temperature T, composition of solid is D and liquid C. Hence, Z is equals to S into capital D plus capital L into C. So according to the Euler's rule, hence we can write down it that equation also at z is equal to s into d plus under root under bracket 1 minus s into c. And when we simplify this equation in form of z is equal to sd plus c minus sc, and further again remove the common terms out of it, then we'll get the z minus c is equal to s into d minus c. So therefore we can easily calculate the amount of solid out of it. S is equal to z minus c and d minus c. But also we can write down that z is a equilibrium position and it is equivalent to f. Hence the s is equal to f minus c and d minus c we can also write. So we can write the f minus c is a length of cf and d minus c is a length of cd. That is, the amount of solid is equals to opposite length of arm upon total length of arm. Now amount of liquid L is equals to 1 minus s, and as we have already been calculated. So we can write down that it is a 1 minus arm cf upon arm cd is equal to arm length fd upon arm length cd is equals to opposite length of arm upon total length of arm. Hence here we can calculate the amount of liquid and amount of solid in a equilibrium ratio with the help of Euler's rule. Easy. Now the next system is a partial eutectic system. It is one of the modified system of the eutectic system. In eutectic system, when we have seen that the metal A and B having a melting temperature C and G, but having a wide difference in between their melting temperatures. When we allow to cool down metal A and B from point C and G for formation of an equilibrium solution at up to point E, then simultaneously a nucleation phase get formed. That phases we called as a alpha and beta. And the intermediate phase in between liquid and alpha we call it as a alpha plus liquid, and intermittent phase in between beta and liquid is beta plus liquid. When we allow to cool down this alpha plus liquid and beta plus liquid solution, then we will get the alpha plus eutectic and beta plus eutectic solution. So finally we will get the alpha plus beta eutectic solution, or we call it as a eutectic solid solution. Now the peritectic system. Peritectic system is, we call it as a very initial or the primitive system or old system. Basically it occurred when the solidification gets started. So here we intentionally select the two metals which having a wide melting temperature difference, like metal A having a very high temperature and metal B having a very low melting temperature. So when we allow to melt down metal A and metal B, and we want to mix up both of the metal for formation of a alloy, we need to bring the metal A temperature towards metal B, or we call it as lower down the temperature of metal A, and we need to increase the metal B temperature up to a equilibrium temperature like Cl. And when we mix both of the metal at this temperature, we will get the different results. Like when we cool down metal A, we will get the simultaneously alpha nucleation phase, and the intermittent phase in between liquid and alpha is called alpha plus liquid. And when we allow to heat up the metal B up to point Cl, we will get the liquid of B. And when we allow to cool down the metal B with metal A mix form at equilibrium condition, then we will get the alpha plus beta at the end. But here we will get the alpha plus beta peritectic solid plus peritectic liquid. So that at the end of this particular system we will get a partial solid and partial liquid phase. So at the end we will not get the complete solid phase of the peritectic system. Next is eutectoid system. Eutectoid system is called as a solid system, where the gamma solid will get at the beginning. That gamma solid get again mix up with a liquid. That liquid get transformed into the alpha nucleus and beta nucleus. So the intermittent phase of the gamma and alpha is alpha plus gamma and beta plus gamma. When we allow to cool down the mixture of gamma plus alpha and gamma plus beta at point CE, then we will get the alpha plus eutectoid and beta plus eutectoid solid solution. So this is all about the eutectoid system.